Hi, continuing our series of Retire Rich, Invest Rupees 40 a day. We're still in chapter 1, where we are seeing how a person can retire and whether we will retire, and what should be the timing of retirement, right? Timing of retirement and all we saw last time, and which is the previous episode. And now we will look at now we will look at people who can retire but who haven't retired, right? There are many such people, and I know that take Azim Premji, Deepak Parekh, Aditya Puri, Ratan Tata, and Sunil Gavaskar, Amitabh Bachchan. I'm sure financially none of these people need to work, but the ability to work and the fact that they are fit mentally and physically to be able to work in their 70s is a good proof of their physical and mental fitness. Absolutely no need to work for any of these people. They're all rich beyond imagination of the middle class person. But all of them seem to be working more for a mental satisfaction than for a physical satisfaction. Same will be true for many of us. I think many of us can work right into our 70s. If not in our 70s, at least till the age of 70, till 70 we will be able to work. So those are people who I'm saying have a choice of whether to work. There are many people who don't have a choice of whether to work. So an Azim Premji or Deepak Parekh are working by choice. But when you see a servant, or when you see a taxi driver, or when you see a vegetable vendor whose face looks like 70, maybe they are in their 60s, but they look like they are in their 70s. When they are working, it is working by force. There is a big difference between the two. So see which category do you belong to. What happens when you do an analysis and you find that you don't have adequate money for retirement? You use a calculator and you find that you don't have adequate money for retirement. Well, all is not lost. You can do the following. You can postpone retirement. Instead of retiring at 58, you can retire at 68. So that's a 10 years that you won't touch the corpus. So in that period of time, definitely your corpus can double. So if you thought you didn't have enough, suddenly your corpus is double from when you will have to touch it. Start living frugally from now, right? Not because you should live frugally, because if you don't live frugally, you will not have money during your old age. Save and invest very aggressively from what you have now till what you have done. Give up many of those assets which you were ready to give up at retirement. For example, the second car, or the second house which you have, which is not appreciating, right? So please live in a way that what I call financial integrity. Accept that there is a problem and solve it. Don't keep pretending that somebody will come and solve the problem. Most of your problems you have to solve it yourself. So how does one retire successfully? First of all, visualization helps. Think of yourself, visualize a successful retirement. Think where you want to be. Think what you want to do, with whom you want to be, which city you want to be. Think of all that, visualize, then look for the resources that you need. It's not that in every place you will need the same kind of resources. In a bigger city like Mumbai, you might need more money, whereas in a smaller town, you may need less money. But beware. Some kind of facilities may not be available in smaller towns, and even people wanting to work with you, nursing you during your old age, are easier to find in metros than in non-metros, and this you have to be very careful. It's easier to find a nurse in Mumbai than even in Pune, right? So be careful about that. Keep checking whether you can afford to retire. Again, go and estimate your expenses. Add up all your investments, see which is the gap, right? And after that you can decide. But please understand one thing. How much money you need at retirement is a function of how long will you and your spouse live, how well your investment performs, how much is the inflation, and how well you have anticipated your needs. Now, unfortunately, all the four are variables with absolutely a huge range of values. So using all those values to estimate is very difficult. Hence the problem of estimating retirement requirements being so tough, right? If you assume that you will get a 3% or a 4% return, it may look very conservative, but then if you have only 10, 12 years to go, right, in which to put together this amount, which means you're 47, 48 now, you may have to assume a very conservative rate, because you may not have the guts now to go and say, it's okay if I get a 0% return. Please understand, real estate over the last 5-6 years has given very close to 0% in many areas that I know of, right? Maybe next 5 years would compensate for these 5 years, but then if out of 12 years, for 5 years, if you get zero return in any class of assets, it might set panic within you, and you might start doing something far more desperate than what is necessary, right? So be careful about those things, otherwise, you're doing fine. Thank you.